Hey everyone. I thought I would do a get ready with me video since I will be having to do some running around and going out a little bit later. What I'm going to do is a look with our Palette 4. I know I've done a couple looks with that already, but I absolutely love the new palette, so I'm going to do that again. And I already have my primer on. And I'm a little blind without my glasses, so if you see me looking in the mirror, then that's why, because I can't really see in the phone there. Like I said, I already have my primer on and everything. I usually put it on about 5 minutes before I'm going to actually be doing my makeup, just to let it all soak in properly. So today, again, I'm going to be using the foundation I normally do. It's the Touch Liquid Mineral Foundation in Velour. You want to make sure you shake it up, and you always want to make sure that you drain the foundation out of the dropper so that it gets mixed up and it isn't like all cold and whatnot. Okay, so you get some on your dropper, and then you really only need about 4 drops. I think that's actually probably put a little too much on there, but that's okay. We'll blend it all in. And I go in a circular motion. Sometimes I spackle it on like this, but I normally do it in a circular motion. Get everything all in there. If you do have this foundation brush, they do have a circle in the middle there, if you can see that. But normally you want to just put the foundation around the outside like I did. Make sure you always get your neck. And there you go. And this foundation does dry like it's a powder finish, so it's really good. I love it. And it doesn't make my skin oily. Sometimes I have oily skin, sometimes I don't. A lot of the time it is oily, but this actually is great for it and it doesn't look oily whatsoever. Okay, so got that done. And I'm going to do my eyebrows today with the eyebrow pencil in light. So this I'm going to have to use my mirror for, so just bear with me here. And you just want to do like strokes up. See, just to fill it in. You don't want to draw a line or anything, you just want to fill it in with the strokes in an upward position. And then if you're wanting to make it darker, of course, just keep going over it. Little spot there. And normally if you're doing your eyebrows, you want to make sure it lines up. If you go like this with a pencil or even with your brush, if you have like a filler, you're going to use the shadows, which I also use as well. I usually use Arrogant in Palette 4. See, it like lines up there. So that's the length you normally want your brow. And then on the end it also has a little comb. That's that side. Do the same to the other side here. Sorry, I'm trying to use a natural light here because it's better than all the lights in my house. You want to do the same, just start. See how I'm doing it though? Like I'm just doing short little strokes. And it's getting it all in there. Now my brows are not even, like this side is fuller than this side, so I'm gonna have to darken this one a little bit more. And again, take your pencil or your brush and see how there's a space in between there for mine. So I'm gonna fill it into there. And Unique does have eyebrow kits where it has like the stencil and stuff if you're interested in stuff like that. I personally don't have the stencil, but it is always an option and they are really good too, so. Just gonna darken this one a little bit more. Now I have naturally blonde hair. I know you can see that it's dyed in places kind of like an ombre, but this is my natural color right here in my roots. So my eyebrows are extremely blonde, so sometimes if I don't darken it, it kind of looks like I don't have any when I do. So that is one of the reasons why I make them a bit darker than what they need to be, I guess. And I like how they look, so that's my little choice there. Right. And again, see? Now I have it to the length on both sides, same. All right. I'm gonna darken this little spot a little bit. I don't know why, but this one spot on both sides, the same spot, is like that. Okay, so that's that. And again, that is the pencil, the brow liner in light. Okay. So I think I'm gonna try and do a darker look for tonight. Maybe. So I think I'm gonna use Cheerful and Triumphant. And then I'll do a more day look tomorrow or Monday. Since today's Saturday. Alright, so I'm gonna take Cheerful, which again is this one. I'm gonna use it more of a transition color. Except actually I want to put Tender. Sorry, I'm confusing you guys. So I always spray my brushes with rose water before I put them on because it acts like a primer and I don't have any eyelid primer right now. So I'm going to take Tender first actually. And I'm just going to put it on my brow bone. I personally like having the shimmer on my brow bone, but I know a lot of people don't. And some people don't suggest it, but it's all personal preference. So if you like it, then go for it. I'm just putting, just to lighten it up a bit. A lot of the time which I didn't do today, but I usually put concealer above and below my brows. So I usually fill it in underneath and put it up top on both sides, and it just makes your eyebrows stand out and makes them look sharper, but I'm not going to do that today. I don't know why, I just don't feel like it. Okay, so I'm taking Cheerful, making sure you always blow the excess off of your brush so you don't have it underneath. Sometimes people put the foundation on after they do their eyes. It's completely up to you, but I usually put it on before because I like having it on before I put darken my brows, but that's just me. So I'm just gonna, since I have hooded eyes a little bit, you can see it covers my crease. So you're gonna wanna put it just above it right here. Like right there. So you can still see the color. But I'm not gonna like do it super dark. See? It's just above my crease. And the same on the other side. Sorry, I have my little mirror here. And you always want to start off light, and then you can darken it as you go if that's what you're wanting. Can you see that though? Like when it closes, you can still see the color. So if you have hooded eyes, that's what you're going to want to do. Just put it right above your crease so you can still see the color. Okay. And I realize I didn't spray that with rose water actually, but that's okay. So I'm gonna do a darker look like I said. So I sprayed my brush and I'm gonna put a Triumphant and I'm gonna actually do it all over my lid. And then I'm gonna just bring it up a little bit into my actual crease. So then it'll kind of look like it tapers lighter. And I'm gonna blend it a bit. So again, spray it with rose water. Do the same to the other eye here. I don't know why, but lately I've been into doing a lot of evening looks, darker eye, but I don't know why. Okay, and then again, I'm just gonna blend it up into the crease here a little. Need to wipe my mirror off. Okay. So that's the Triumphant and the Cheerful. And I have a crease brush. And I'm gonna just kind of blend the two together with the crease brush first. so it doesn't look like a harsh line. And then I'm going to take my blending brush. Not that that really did anything when I covered it. Gonna blend the two at the crease there. Okay, so for some reason my phone stopped, but luckily I noticed it before I got too far. So all I really did, which since it stopped, is I just blended it in a bit at the crease on both sides, like that. And that was it. I do want it a little bit darker above, so I'm gonna take a bit of the Cheerful and Triumphant together on the same brush. Just go a little higher. So if you see, it's right above the crease there. But I'm not going to do it across the whole thing. I just kind of want it a bit darker, just on the corner here. And then the same for the other side. Just above the crease there. And I'm just going to blend that a little bit again. So it's not harsh, but it's not super light either. This is the brush that had some of the tender on it. I'm just gonna go back over. And let's blend it a little bit more. Okay. And then, where's my brush? Don't know where my other brush went. It's gonna take a bit of the Honest. Just put a bit in the corner there. Make it a little bit lighter in the corner. Can you see the difference with me putting the rose water on it just now? Onto the Honest. See how it's lighter than without the rose water on this side? And it also gives it a little bit of a shimmer. And then I'm just gonna lightly blend in the middle there. So it's not like a harsh difference between the two. as soon as I put them down. Okay. So, should I put the liner on? I think for the liner, I'm just going to use the Triumphant again too, so I'm going to wet it. Just a liner brush. Just going to go along the bottom. Sorry, my cats. First though, I'm going to darken the lash line actually with some liner. Just get it like right into the lashes because it actually makes your lashes look fuller. More full. Whatever the proper word would be. Okay, so I just got it right into the lash line. Okay, so now, again, I'm gonna take the liner brush. And again, you can either spray it on the brush or right onto, see, it's right onto the thing. Guess I didn't need 2 sprays, but I was just trying to show you. And I'm just going right on the line. And it does make it darker by putting it right on to the palette than onto the brush. But the choice is up to you. If I'm putting the eyeshadow on my lids and not using it as a liner, then I don't usually spray the palette, I'll just spray the brush. But if I'm gonna use it as a liner like right now, then I normally spray the palette. See, it looks like I use regular liner, but it's just the shadow with rose water. Just gonna fix this side quickly. Jesus. Okay, stop. Sorry. It's great to see in a video. I have a kitten. And she's trying to play with my older cat, but she's kind of rough. I made it a little too thick on this one side. And there. That is that. And then from there, I'm going to do my mascara. I always heat my curler up by using a lighter. Some people heat it up using their blow dryer too, so that works as well. It's totally your call. Or you don't even have to heat it up. I just find that it curls better when I do. And I'm going to be doing the 3D fiber lashes. And this is the gel, fiber gel. And you will notice that if you put your liner right on the lash line, that it does make your lashes look more full. And I don't have anything over here. Crap, which I wish I did. What I would suggest to do with the fiber is if you have a tissue or something, then to just like roll it on the tissue before you put it on, and then it gets any excess or whatnot off of there before you put it on. I always poke myself in the eye. It never fails. Okay, so that's with one layer. But you can see the difference of having mascara on this side and not on this side right now. Gonna heat it up. And then again. And do the gel first again. Just gonna do one layer right now, but I normally, if I'm going out, which I'm pretty sure I've said in other videos, that I do 3 or 4 to make them look super big and long, longer than they are. I'm actually pretty proud of myself. I didn't even get any on my lids. That's a first. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do right now, but I am going to darken them later before I go out. And then I'm going to take my concealer. I'm just going to put a little bit on. You don't need a lot. And I have bags under my eyes, so I'm going to put this on. And you always want to do it in a triangle motion and then dab it in. And this gets rid of my dark circles. Okay, so you can see the difference on one side with concealer and one side without it. same to the other side here. And again, you want to do it in a triangle motion so it blends together into the rest of your face and into your foundation. And that's that part. And then I like to seal everything with the pressed powder. So it comes with a little thing, but I don't really like using that. I like using just a brush. And I use it in the same color as I do my foundation, so Velour. Some people like using the translucent powder, which I do use as well. I use Laura Mercer for the translucent powder, but so again, my phone cut out for the video, but all I did was just make sure you put this on your neck to blend it in too, so you didn't miss much. So anyway, I'm going to now do my under eye. I always do that after I put my powder on. So I sprayed my brush with the rose water. I'm going to take a bit of the Triumphant and then just go along the outer lashes. And then just do the same to the other side. And then I'm just gonna take a little mascara. Still can't see my camera. Put some on the bottom lashes, both sides. Don't mind the funny mascara faces. And then just add some blush or bronzer. And make sure you always go up, just how it kind of like blends in. Mine is not getting it on my hair. And I don't have my lip stain or liquid lipstick down here, so I will have to do that after. But that is my night look. And I hope you liked it. And if you have any questions or anything regarding the products or look, or if there's anything you would like me to do or try for a tutorial, then just let me know. All right? So I hope everyone has a great weekend, and thanks for watching. See you later.